What if I told you that a single drop from one of these bottles could take your cocktails to a totally new level? In this episode, I'll be showing you what these are, how I made them at home, and I'll be giving you the free technical resource that I used to develop this very unique application of tinctures. John Felix over at Truffles on the Rocks recently gave brilliant coverage on how to use tinctures as a primary flavoring agent in your cocktails, but what we're going over today is a completely different application. We're not using them as primary flavoring agents, we're using literally a single drop to elevate the other ingredients in your cocktail that share flavor molecules in common. Whoa. What do I mean, flavor molecules? Turns out, taste is our brain's interpretation of what is probably a quantum mechanical effect between the receptors on your tongue and the molecules that make up whatever it is that you're consuming. In the modern era, we can identify those molecules and catalog them. And if you catalog them in a database, you can search that database for other stuff that has the same molecules in it. This is where FlavorDB comes in. This is a product of research at the Complex Systems Lab at the Indraprastha Institute of Information Technology, Delhi, which is a mouthful. And it's freely available to all of us on the web. And because I like you guys, I put a link down in the description. You can check out how many flavor molecules have been identified in an ingredient and then hit pair it, and FlavorDB spits out what other ingredients share those flavor molecules and how many of those flavor molecules are in each of those other ingredients. Some other resources that were helpful to me for this project were Bitters by Brad Thomas Parsons and especially Liquid Intelligence by Dave Arnold. So with this amazing tool, I picked out a few ingredients that I found to have very high pairings with common cocktail ingredients. Vanilla is your ace in the hole. It shares most of its flavor molecules with the vast majority of what is in your bar. Remember, the point is to not taste any of these tinctures in the cocktail. Someone shouldn't know that you put a single drop of vanilla in their Marlin. The point is that the single drop of vanilla shares a vast majority of its flavor molecules with basically everything that's in the Marlin. This one is cinnamon. I bought some decent Ceylon cinnamon, crushed 3 sticks in a silicone sous vide bag, and added 250 ml of 70% ABV neutral spirit. I infused this at 65 degrees C for 5 hours before straining through a coffee filter into a dropper bottle. Ethanol boils at 78.37 degrees C. Don't go higher than 65 for 2 reasons: safety margin, and because the closer you get to 78.37 degrees C, the more of it you're going to lose to vapor. This pairs very highly in any cocktail that includes mint, orange, clove, or many other spices. That says to me, add a single drop to your mint juleps, mojitos, almost anything with Campari or vermouth. This one is liquid death. I mean, cayenne pepper. To make this, get a whole bag of dried peppers and crush them in a sous vide bag. Add 250 mils of 70% ethanol and again sous vide at 65 degrees C and filter into a dropper bottle. This one pairs very highly in anything with orange, blackcurrant, think creme de cassis, guava, mango, and many others. This is basically umami extract. This one is astonishing. I used one of these bags of dried shiitake mushrooms and 250 mils of 70% ABV neutral grain spirit. Umami notes are known to become stronger after cooking, so if you can, you really want to sous vide this one. This one is a little different than the rest that I have shown you in that its flavor pairings are all over the place, hitting basically everything in your bar. However, you should not use it in every cocktail. Generally speaking, try to not use more than 2 of these in a cocktail, but this one, oh my god. This will go best with any spirit in which you want to accentuate the natural terroir, or anything with orgeat, or some other nut ingredient. In other uses, it seems to almost round out and even smoothen the whole experience of almost anything that you put it in. I used 95% Everclear for these, diluted back to the ABV that I wanted. It would be a lot easier to find 60% Everclear, and it would totally work just don't dilute it back at all. Tinctures are another tool in your proverbial toolbox. Be sure to check out Jean-Felix's video as well to see other applications which make them that much more valuable in your bar. Among many things, he uses tinctures to modify syrups. Yo, Jean-Felix, go try a Negroni with a single drop of your cinnamon tincture, or your Thai bird chili in anything with creme de cassis or lots of other ingredients. Try a bourbon renewal. The point isn't to taste the chili or the cinnamon. The point is that in those cocktails, these ingredients open up your palate to the rest of what is going on in that cocktail. Let me know down in the comments what you think. If you made it this far and like technical bar-related content like this, go ahead and give us a like and a subscribe. In the next episode, I'm going to show you how to use the FlavorDB to build a data-driven cocktail. Going for flavor pairings that you don't see coming, it should be interesting. Are you impatient like me and you want your infusions faster? Check out this video where I go over the actual physical processes that occur in rapid infusion.